Hi friends, welcome to my channel. So I'm Tori. If it is your first time here, welcome. I am a Disney fanatic. I have a lot of travel plans coming up, so I wanted to go over with you. I made a lot of the plans already, but I'm going to go over with you kind of how I went through and made specific Disney plans to help you guys out, and if you want extra help, leave comments down below. Let me know if you want recommendations, all that kind of stuff. My page is full of food reviews and will be continually filled with food reviews, resort reviews, all that kind of stuff. So please don't be shy and subscribe, and let's go. Okay, so first I should tell you the basis of this trip. There was super cheap Orlando tickets, so I was like, hey, can we do a single day in Disney? Just like go down, enjoy a day, and then fly back the next day, you know. My best friend and I were going to do this plan, but she just started a job, so she couldn't really like take all that time off during the week. And that's when the cheap flights were and the cheap hotel rates were. So, but I asked my mom if she would be interested in going, and she's like, absolutely. And she is bringing one of her friends, so I'm meeting two other moms down there, one being my mom. So it's kind of like a mom's getaway kind of thing, which is super exciting. But it is one day in the parks, so that caused for a lot of planning of like what we're doing on the other days. Originally I was going to fly down earlier than my mom and her friend, so I would have like most of the day to myself, the first day and our last day. But I think my mom just kind of got jealous of all the things that I was planning and was like, I'm changing the flights. So she changed her flights to earlier. So I was saying we're flying down Monday. We're going to be in like Monday morning. And then we're in the parks on Tuesday, which we only got one park instead of a park hopper, because park hoppers are like add like $60 more, and it was kind of bit like as cheap of as a trip as we could manage, right? So we picked one park, and we picked Magic Kingdom because Happily Ever After returns and Tron is opening, so super exciting. And then we fly back Wednesday night. And my mom found a super great deal for renting a car, so our plans do go a little bit around that, but there is alternative plans to do, that I will explain as we go. So first of all, if you don't have the Disney World app, right there, that's what it looks like right now because of the 50th anniversary. If you don't have this, you're going to want it because it is crucial to planning out different things. One thing that I did, which I will just put it right on the screen, I went through and checked all the restaurants and their menus, and I would just scroll through. So instead of like scrolling through Instagram or TikTok or whatever, just go on and scroll through the app a little bit and check out the different restaurants in the park that you're going to, or all the parks that you're going to if you're park hopping and stuff like that. But to start planning like your one day, go and sit through and look at the menus and see like, okay, I really want some churros, but I want like different churros, different things like that, whatever. Or you want like quick service, but they're meals, you know what I mean? Like I want to grab a burger, but quick service, different things like that. So go through and check out the menus. I haven't been to Magic Kingdom in a while, and we didn't like eat a ton the last time we were there because we were like literally the cheapest version of your Magic Kingdom, or like the cheapest version of a Disney World trip is what we did. So we barely ate in the parks, which was a little sad because we then going to Disneyland ate so much in the parks, and it was the best thing ever. I'm getting a little carried away. So this app is your best friend. It tells you wait times for food, for rides, for everything. Tells you where to shop and the different kind of things that you can shop and all that stuff. And it will tell you like your hours and stuff like that. It'll tell you where restrooms are, where your photo pass is, guest services, all that stuff. And what I really liked, what I found super duper helpful, is the transportation. For some reason it's like not wanting to work on, so I clicked the little get directions. So we're gonna go as if we're going to Tony's Town Square restaurant, and we are staying at the All-Star Music, wow I can't type, All-Star Music Resort. So as we can see, there is a bus that will take us 36 minutes. And then, so for getting into the parks, we're taking the bus. We're not going to drive, right? But say like I wanted to go to where we have reservations at Enzo's in Disney Springs, it takes 43 minutes. And then I'm going to cross-reference that. Since we have a car, again, but if you're not renting a car or anything, or if you're not driving down, like we drove down the last time we went to Disney World, so we had a car, so we pretty much, and we stayed off property. So, like I said, the cheapest possible version. So let's go Enzo's, Hideaway, Lake Buena Vista, directions from All-Star Music Resort. So there's like 22, 23, 26 minutes, so that under half an hour, right? And this one says 43. So depending on, like, we have reservation the evening, the first day that we get there, so depending on when we're able to check in and getting ready and all that stuff to head out to dinner, we might actually just drive to Disney Springs, because then it's just a little bit faster. However, we plan on like hopping to different places and trying some different drinks and cocktails and stuff like that. So it also might be nice to take transportation so that we're not driving afterwards. So I pulled up the Disney World Experience website, which it's disneyworld.disney.go, right? And I love looking at maps. It's just my favorite thing. I will get a map, even though I have the map on my phone. I will absolutely get one. I'm going to try and quicken this up. We are going to the Riviera to see the mosaics and stuff, which I will do a little spiel. Again, I'm trying to like quicken up on our resort hopping, and there will be videos fully posted in a little over a month after we go on our resort hopping adventures. I'm super stoked about it. But the Riviera has these amazing mosaics, a Tangled one and a Peter Pan one, and could potentially have more. Those are the only two I know about. So we're going to go over there, and you can take the Skyliner from the Riviera right next to Epcot. Like, so technically it's to Epcot. But then that's within walking distance to like the boardwalk. So we don't have any reservations for like our Wednesday, because Wednesday is going to be checking out of the hotel, going over to the Riviera, and then going over to, oh, wow, I'm still screen recording, and then going over to the Disney Boardwalk. So I'll take the Skyliner over and look over at Epcot and everything, which will make me so happy. And then we're gonna walk over and just eat whatever on the boardwalk. And then from there, we're gonna go to the Disney Outlet store, which again, super helpful if you do rent a car, is to go to, or if you're driving down, this Disney shop. Pretty much everything, if you know what Cast Connections is, amazing. But it's pretty much just a giant discount store, specialty for cast members. But the Disney Outlet store in Orlando has the majority of the same deals that Cast Connections does. We went to one and then the other, so we were able to compare both of them. But they do have some items that like Cast Connections didn't have, and Cast Connections of course has stuff that the Outlet didn't have, but like whether running out of it or just like had different stuff. So I definitely recommend hitting that up if you are in the area. And I did see apparently the Target opened like a big Disney section in Kissimmee, and amazing deals. We might stop there on the way into Disney World and grab, they had slides that were Mickey and Minnie, and I could always use a new pair of slides for around the pool and stuff like that. So and just for summer in general. I have been planning without wearing my ears. What a bull. Okay, so now I'm going to go into a little bit more detail of what I've got going on over here. So I love Canva, right? So over here I've got pulled up, which I will put on the screen, my little trip layout kind of thing, which I did just take one of the format from Canva itself, and it was super helpful. So, like, I put our arrival time, so kind of like a general layout of times on what we're looking at. And we want to make it to the fireworks timing to go to the Polynesian and have drinks at the Polynesian so that way we can see the fireworks. So the Grand Floridian, the Polynesian, the Contemporary, and there's one more. I don't know. But those are the ones that you're going to want to head to for a great view of the fireworks at Magic Kingdom. Again, you could probably see some of the fireworks at Epcot, by the boardwalk or the Riviera, things like that. Amazing. So we are having like an earlier dinner in Disney Springs so we can explore, do some shopping, have some fun in Disney Springs, and then head over to either take the buses and then the monorail, or drive. Then we have like our check-in and stuff, and you can arrive at your resort beforehand and just hang out. So what we're gonna do is pack either easy access in our suitcases or like in our carry-ons, our bathing suits and pool stuff, so that way we can kind of hit the pool before we actually check in. So then once we check in, we can shower and change and then head out to Disney Springs. So again, that is the kind of layout that I did. I did our general layout for Magic Kingdom with more details on their own page because I have problems. And then, again, like I said, we're going to explore a little and then shop, and then our flights home are in the evening. So we're going to head to, from Walt Disney World to the outlet store and then to the airport. So again, a super quick trip. I like to keep park days a little free, so that way we can kind of just explore and have fun, especially if you haven't been there in a while. Like, you just set specific goals for yourself on like, okay, we really want to try and get on Tron, which is going to be intense and crazy, so we have to get up really early and make sure that everything's clarified on what our day is, and join the boarding party at 7 a.m. Which the last time I tried to do this for a Hollywood Studios day to get on Rise of the Resistance, we didn't get it. And I literally pressed the button at 7 o'clock. I think I might have like taken a couple seconds to like, oh, it's 7 now, okay. So I have to like more diligently watch the clock and be like, exactly 7 o'clock, boom, no hesitation. So like your Disney website will give you your check-in and your reservations, which I ended up booking. I'm super excited about this. So one of the girls, my mom's friend, she's a bit of a picky eater. I found that out when we went to book our dinner reservation in Magic Kingdom. So I really wanted to try the Jungle Cruise Skipper Cantina. So I booked it anyways in the morning, kind of like it's at 11:20 I'm going in. So even if I don't try any of their food, they had some really interesting sounding cocktails. So again, I'm not an alcoholic, I promise. I rarely drink, and I realized that Disney has like these fun fruity cocktail things that I absolutely love. So, and I'm on vacation, so I'm gonna enjoy myself. They had some interesting food things, so I might try those. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to the Jungle Cruise the Jungle Navigation Cove, the Skipper Cantina lunch, and in the morning. So we're gonna head over to Space Mountain and get on a couple things, explore Fantasyland, make our way around, and then go to that. So I wrote down like different show times and stuff like that for parades. What I'm super excited about is our post-dinner plans, because it's so free and fun and exciting. But so our dinner reservation is at 3:30, right? Yeah, like it's a little bit early for a dinner reservation, but it's also buffet style. So what we're gonna do is, from there, depending on our timing, we'll like grab a couple more rides, stuff like that, and then we're gonna go just hang out on Main Street, shop, and look for snacks. We're gonna get some quick service snacks, and then we're gonna sit down on the grass, eat all our snacks, and look through all the stuff that we've shopped for, stuff like that, and take some cute pictures and wait for the fireworks. So like a good chunk of the time now, Like this will be like the first time I'm doing this. I've done the like, let's try like half an hour before the fireworks start. Let's like get right over there because the fireworks are about to start kind of thing. But again, with Happily Ever After coming back and with a kind of free day and not having to worry about one thing or another, we are just gonna sit and enjoy snacks and just enjoy each other's company a little because we don't see each other often. So even just like sitting and chilling, and it's gonna be really nice and just kind of a nice way to like end the evening, not end the day, because the park closes at 11 p.m. The fireworks is an 18-minute show. It starts at 8:15. It's done by 8:30. That means you have 2.5 hours more of the park being open. So why on earth would you leave right after the fireworks? Just why? And if you get in a line, I don't know if you know this, I'm sure plenty of people know this by now. If you get in a line at the end of the night, at least like 5 minutes before the parks close, you can stay in that line for however long it takes until you ride the ride. I've been told that if the ride breaks down or anything like that, then it's not like you get a lightning lane for the next day. Like, I don't know if that's like really super helpful. But again, like I said, it's fun to lay out like your goals. Like I really want to meet Ariel. I laid out a Ariel Disney Bound. I really want to find the Disney 100 popcorn bucket, which is a silver Mickey balloon, so beautiful with purple on it, and purple is my color. It is my color. So I really want to ride the mine train, and I really want to try LeFou's Brew from Gaston's Tavern. So these are just a couple different things.
I realized that keeping park stays a little bit more open is a lot more fun and free. Plus, you have no idea how long ride lines are going to be, or food and all that stuff. So just keeping track of your goals and the show times that you really want to see and different things like that, and of course your reservations. But other than that, just wander and have fun and have a beautiful day in the parks.
This video ended up being much longer than I anticipated, and I apologize for that, but I hope you guys stuck around, and I hope you liked it and found some fun, good information. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next Tuesday.